My hair looks really shit today. I must wash it and then put lots of coconut oil in it because it's so dry. But that's what happens when you freaking bleach it. Okay, welcome to Fridays on The Real Evolution. This is going to be late because I'm making this at 3 p.m. and my internet is so bad that recently it's been taking me 2 hours to get a video up online. So I want you to anticipate that this will be very, very, very late. Pow! This week we're talking about journaling, and Danielle, you put me to shame with all your fucking artistic shit. And it's been very hard for me because for me, I was a journaler. I was very much a blogger. In fact, one of my old blogs, which I think was from 2000, the latest one was from 2004, latest post. You can go to purewhitewave.net and read some of the things. And I thought I would actually read you something that I wrote. I just found this. It's called Blurred. And it was posted on the 12th of the 2nd, 2004. Now, I don't know if that's 12th of Feb or 2nd of December. I think it's more 2nd of December. I don't remember how it's done, whether or not that was American dating or if it was Australian British dating, okay? But this is what I wrote. Blurred. The cold air in this room has blurred my window. It's warm outside, warm and wet. The air feels so thick with moisture it almost feels like you're drowning, inhaling huge mouthfuls of water, suffocating. Perhaps it's just the way I'm feeling right now. My eyes feel blurred, as if the paradox of emotions I'm currently feeling has created a mist in my vision, the same way the cold and hot air has fogged my window. I don't know what I'm feeling. I can't make up my mind. I can't quite make out one whole emotion clearly. I do see glimpses of sadness, happiness, awe, anxiety, complete fear, and utter exhaustion, though. It's funny because just like Danielle was talking about, it's this whole thing about documenting your life and looking back on the things that you wrote. Sometimes I could come out with some really, really beautifully, just sad posts that were just so articulate, and then I would come up with ones talking about John Mayer or just, I don't know. It just kind of, this is me talking about Jeff Buckley, 11th of, so it is. It's November 17th, because it's 11th of the 17th. Yeah, 17th of the 11th, 2004. Jeff Buckley, I listened to his album for the first time today. I'm so happy that I discovered him. I'm so heartbroken that I'm late. His voice drills a hole right through my heart and straight into my soul. It's enough to send me flying off my feet, the same way the low growls of a bass line have the power to resonate in my chest so heavily that I feel exquisitely sick. It's his birthday today. How peculiar for me to discover him on his birthday. I think it's a sign. Love it. I love it, And I've been trying, I've mentioned this before. I stopped really making YouTube videos. I stopped blogging. I stopped a lot of things when I started dating Brett, my ex, mainly because he didn't like me talking about him. And I felt like I was always getting caught out because I'd be kind of bitching, or it wouldn't be bitching. It would be me just kind of trying to get the thoughts. Like people say, it's about getting your thoughts out, those scatterbrain thoughts out of your head. And he would read them, or my family would read them, and they would just go ballistic, because I don't think that journaling, it's not always about what you believe and what you truly think. I think a lot of it is just the thoughts that are in your head and you needing to get them out. And I used YouTube a lot for that as well. And I got caught out so many times that for a while there, I decided to just give it up. For a long time, probably for about 2 years. And I feel like it's been so difficult trying to teach myself to do it. I've talked, I don't know if it was on this one or my own channel, about me trying to start up my vlogging and my blogging again. Vlogging's not going so badly. I've actually done a few. But blogging, I haven't really done much at all. Me and Danielle are supposed to be doing something, and we have both been really fucking slack on that. And I've even been trying, I've talked about how I've got my Erin Condren diary, which is my planner. And this is very much not a journal. This is much more about, just planning You know, it's about planning my life, and you know, it's very boring actually. I could do a lot more. This one's kind of cool, but you can tell it's very much about planning, because I'm someone who's very scatterbrained, and I do need to kind of have something written down for me to be able to follow. But I've got this one, which was my old planner. It's my Filofax, and it's called Sebastian, after the crab from The Little Mermaid, because it's beautiful in red. And so far it's more like a scrapbook than it is a journal, because I've stuck things in here, but I haven't written much in it. I love setting up. I love setting up new notebooks. I love setting up planners. Writing in it is the issue. You know, this belongs to Jen Pitch. If found, please call. I love these old label makers. Oh my God, so much fun. What else have I got in here? I've got lots of pictures that I really love, and, you know, like sexy illustrations. And I love scrapbook paper. This is by a Javanese artist who I absolutely love, who's like an old school artist. What else have I got? I've got like just lots of like pretty scrapbooky paper, and then I've got, yeah, you can tell and then it's more stuff like to do with the Cultural Roadshow. I've got this huge fashion event in Melbourne happening, so I've got a lot of stuff about that, about Seraphim, because that's my clothing company, seraphimstore.com.au if you haven't had a look. Plus size clothes, size 16 to 26. I've got, you know, so I'm doing that kind of stuff, but I still feel like it's in a way more like a planner. Baby steps. I got a bit overwhelmed, and I need to kind of I had to sit down and really write it down bit by bit instead of thinking of the whole picture, which is something I always do. Stuff from my photo shoot that I had to do. You know, I think that jar idea, the moments jar, Danielle, is brilliant, because I find it very difficult these days to write a journal like what I read to you before, that whole my heart is broken because whatever. Like, I find it really hard to write things like that now, and I feel like maybe writing just little snippets of my day or something that's really important would work for me. So I'm thinking I'm going to start that. I need to kind of decorate a jar. See, love setting up for stuff. I will love making that jar. Whether or not I'll actually sit there and write moments, we'll see. I'm finding it very difficult to sit down and to get my thoughts out, even though I am so scatterbrained. It's very hard for me to almost like pick one thought to write about. And it can take me so long to write a blog post these days, even if it's just like only a couple of lines long, or maybe 2 or 3 paragraphs max. But I am trying in a way. Not really at the moment, because I'm so freaked out about this Curvy Cultural Roadshow. But yeah, I do want to get into it. And I think Danielle and everyone here, especially, will really help me to do it, to kind of sit down and gather my thoughts. And also it's kind of, in a way, I almost feel like it's a bit of like friendly competition. Not really competition, but, you know, it's like going with your friend to the gym. It's like, it's so much easier when someone else is doing it with you as opposed to you doing it by yourself. So I'm hoping that kind of encouragement, not competition, encouragement will help. This is way too long, so I'm going to go now. I will see you guys next week.